Welcome to the Chapter 6 clear of my no paid DLC and no RNG drops Engage Maddening LTC run. The arena and forging open up for this chapter. With all the ore from exploration up to now, a Furne 2 donation, and the 10 steel ingots from Update Bonus 1, I have exactly enough ore to forge a Killer Lance up from an Iron Lance. It's given the Marth engraving for a little extra hit and crit. Despite all that, this chapter is not that reliable, as Louis has a 62% hit chance and a 37% crit chance with that weapon after a Dex Tonic. And unfortunately, this will be the only time I use this Killer Lance in this playthrough, as I only rely on a crit one more time this run next chapter, and I won't be using the Killer Lance for it. A crit has to be used here to get a 3 turn currently, but maybe there's some way to get someone else to attack the boss within 3 turns and remove the need for a crit. Everything I do in the arena will be written in the video description from here on out. Do note that I am putting a bond ring on whoever is getting arena so that they get half SP in addition to the EXP.
Whatever you say.
For the Divine Dragon!
I will do what I must.
Sailing is going to echo here for just a little more damage against the sword fighter.
For you, anything.
Let's go!
And now Chloe activating her personal, and with spur attack she has a kill.
As your steward.
Your orders, please.
Louis is going to canter down because Chloe has the Sharena bond ring for fortified defense. This defense buff is necessary for Louis' survival next turn.
What's next?
I am ready to serve.
Alear is going to continue farming Mercurius EXP for the rest of this chapter. Boucheron conveniently one-rounds this longbow archer if he has the Anna bond ring.
It's starting
This
to wear
longbow
on
is
me.
important to get because it will be used quite often in this run. Sailing must use Folkvanger here, as she'll need its passive next turn. Vander should equip the Celica Engraved Noatun here. This is mainly because the thieves have crit on him, which make him a more attractive target. However, with the Celica Engraved Noatun equipped, Chloe will get targeted by a thief instead, as long as she doesn't have the Slim Lance equipped, because the thief with card will have some crit on her. That's the more preferable outcome, as Chloe's position lures the thief into the thicket tile, which is out of Vander's way. Additionally, Chloe gets injured in this process, which might not happen depending on what enemy is blocking Louis and Vander's path. And that helps Yunaka get a bigger great sacrifice. With the fortified defense buff, Louis just barely survives the enemy phase if everything hits him. That enemy cannot miss sailing, otherwise she won't activate Folkvanger's attack buff next turn. So here I need to get rid of this barbarian because she's blocking Louis and Vander's path to the boss, which Alfred and Chloe can do if Louis didn't miss during enemy phase. That opens up the way for Vander to light a torch and illuminate the location of the boss. And now Louis will try critting the boss.
A little late?
Should probably get used to Louis dying because it can take multiple tries for that crit. Essentially, after using up an RN, Louis should try critting again.
I can keep going.
With a crit on the boss secured, the only thing left to do is get the remaining characters injured if they aren't already. Saline must have fire equipped before she'll work Ragnarok, so she's going to kill the boss on the counter. She also needs the fortified defense buff to survive this enemy phase. Yunaka's going to Great Sacrifice for a pretty decent amount of experience. She could have gotten more if Alear was injured, but this is a pretty good Great Sacrifice. Getting Yunaka close to a level up is preferred to help her survivability a little more next chapter, but it doesn't make a big difference if that threshold isn't reached.